Welcome everyone to Round Glass. I'm Nico DiMattina, calling in from Melbourne, Australia today. I live in Byron Bay, so just traveling down here for a little bit. Thanks for joining me today. I know you can be doing so many other things, but chosen to be here with us, with Round Glass, in this present moment. A beautiful community here, and we're just happy to have you here. So thank you. And so my series is called Meditation in Motion, where we explore ways of cultivating energy using our breath, using sound, vibration, and movement. And it's an absolute pleasure to be here in this seat, sharing this timeless wisdom with you all. So in today's session, I'm going to guide you through a powerful yoga breathing technique known as bhastrika breath, which will create a lot of heat and blood flow to your system and will ignite your energy and vitality. Yes, please. So I first learned this breath when I was living in New York City. And, you can imagine New York, it's hustle and bustle, go, go, go. And I did this technique every day to keep my energy levels strong, especially working in a corporate job, very demanding, needs you to be at your peak all the time, every day. And when I went from a trip from New York one time to Chicago for the funny enough, Tony Robbins is a big fan of this technique. You can imagine 1,000 people in this seminar all doing this breathwork technique. Super powerful, the energy, feeling it in the room. So I'm excited to share that with you all today. So first, before we dive into everything, let's just do a little check-in with ourselves. Let's begin with closing our eyes, and we'll take 3 deep breaths all together. So take one big inhale through our nose, drawing further breath up the chest, holding it there for 3, 2, 1, and slowly exhale, empty everything out. We'll do this 2 more times. A big inhale through our nose, belly, further breath up into the chest, hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. And one last time. Big inhale into the belly. Further breath. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Keeping the eyes closed, allowing the breath to settle into a natural rhythm. And just ask yourself, how are you feeling right now? Quietly say it in your mind. Is feeling super stressed and fatigued and overwhelmed, and is feeling super in control, strong, positive, motivated, clear-minded, confident. So wherever you are on that spectrum, 1 to 10, just remember that number. And we'll check in again a bit later with those numbers. Okay, so obviously my series is called Meditation in Motion. So I invite you to open up your eyes now, and we're going to my signature. I love to shake all the energy out. And so let's begin. I invite you all to stand up, and for the next 3 minutes, we're going to shake it all out. So let's begin to shake the grounding the feet in the ground, the toes, gripping them into the earth, and the heels as well, finding that point, and the outside is in the middle of the feet. So 3 points there, and a strong foundation, firmly on the ground. And our knees are slightly bent, and our eyes just gazing, or you can also close them if you like too. It's all good. Now remember, no one is watching you. You're not on camera, so have some fun with this. Be playful, be silly, really shake it out. And inviting you to bring in the hands now as well. So, you're bouncing on the knees, you're flicking the hands, the fingers, right? Bringing in the shoulders, they back, up and back, and the shoulders can come forward. I invite you to just move your neck, your head from side to side, and up and down. Maybe all around in a circle. You can be doing this all at the same time. You're bouncing. I'm going to remain seated, obviously, right here, but you're all standing up and just bouncing on your feet, wiggling the fingers, the shoulders, the head, even bringing the jaw now, just moving it from side to side, almost as if you're eating something as well. Just moving the jaw. Now you can open mouth and get that tongue out and just stretch it all around. Beautiful. And then bringing the hands to the face, just doing a little massage of the face, the nose, of the cheeks, of the neck, of the chest, of the stomach, of the legs. You might want to just give them a little hit, little massage. Final few shakes here. 5 more seconds. Great. All right. I invite you all now to take a seat. Comfortable position to sit in. Ideally having our back supported. And the feet can be just comfortable, firmly on the ground, or you can have them cross-legged like this. Or you can have them kicked out in front of you straight with your leg. The goal here is comfort. Now just reflect firstly on how you're feeling after just shaking around a little bit. We live such stagnant styles these days in front of computers or lying on the couch watching Netflix and chilling. So it's important for us to get up, move the body. And let's just reflect for a moment, about your energy levels. How are they? Do you have solid, sustaining energy in the morning, during the day, and in the evenings? And let's set an intention here. How would you like to feel with your energy every day? And there's a very common, very popular saying, which is where our focus goes, energy flows. So in this case, setting an intention is just reorienting our focus so energy can flow in that direction. So beautiful. We're all about energy, maximizing our energy as much as possible. So we're about to dive into the main breathing sequence now of this bhastrika breath, which is going to really energize full power, full steam ahead. It's going to create a lot of heat in our system. You might feel a little bit light in the head. This is just because we're bringing a lot more oxygen to the system. And you'll feel a lot clearer in the mind, clearer in the body. And when we're a bit clearer, blood flow can flow more freely through us, which is a great result. All right. So what we're going to do is getting our hands in fist position, and it's going to be at our shoulders. All right, I think we're going to restart the session, by the way. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Round Glass. I'm Nico DiMattina, and thanks so much for joining me today in my series, Meditation in Motion, where we explore ways of cultivating energy using our breath, using sound vibration, and using movement. It's an absolute pleasure to be here sharing this timeless wisdom with you all. And I know there's plenty of other places and things you could be doing right now. So I'm super appreciative of you joining us in this moment and helping us build and grow this beautiful round glass community. So we're super grateful to have you here. In today's session, I'm going to guide you through a powerful yogic breathing technique known as bhastrika breath. Now, this breath is going to create a lot of heat and blood flow to your system, which will ignite your energy and vitality to have it more sustaining. Great result. Yes, please. So I first learned this breath when I was living in New York, and I did it every day to keep my energy levels strong. Now, working in a corporate job, walking around New York, you need to be at your peak all the time, and it's go, go, go. And you look around, everyone's holding their coffee cups, their big ventis, coffees, and going around a million miles an hour. And that was actually the time where I stopped drinking caffeine and I wanted to give it a go to see how I could get my energy naturally high and sustaining. And that's when I started using this breath. And then not long after living in New York, I actually went on a trip to Chicago to experience the Unleash the Power Within Tony Robbins seminar. And what was interesting, when I was there in the seminar, about 10,000 people there in person, Tony Robbins is a huge fan of this bhastrika breath. So we had 10,000 people doing this breath, and the power and the energy that came from that experience was super powerful. So I'm excited to share that with you all today, and you're going to get a chance to experience it for yourself. So to begin with, before we dive into that breath, we're just going to check in with ourselves. So let's close down our eyes. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths all together. So let's take one breath in through our nose, into our belly, filling up the belly. Now drawing further breath up into your chest, holding the breath in for 3, 2, 1, and slowly exhale the breath out through our nose or through our mouth, emptying it all out. And we'll do this 2 more times. Inhaling through our nose into our bellies. Once the belly's filled up, drawing further breath up into the chest, holding it there for 3, 2, 1, and release. Emptying everything out. And one final breath. Big inhale into the belly, into the chest. Hold, 3, 2, 1, and release, emptying it all out. Keeping the eyes closed, allowing the breath to settle into its most natural rhythm. And just check in with yourself now. How do you feel out of 10? 10 is feeling confident, strong, powerful, in control, motivated. 1 is feeling super stressed, fatigued, overwhelmed. Just wherever you are on that spectrum, just give yourself a number right now. Beautiful. It's good to get into the habit of doing this in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, just to check in. Check in with yourself, how you feel. Beautiful. So I invite everyone now to open up your eyes. And I invite you to stand up. We're going to do my signature shake. I love to shake, really create a lot of movement and heat in the body, shake out the stress, create new energy, fresh creativity and new inspiration. So with the shaking, remember, you're not on camera. We can't see you. So have fun with it. Be playful, be silly. Let yourself go wild a little bit, right? We're often a bit too stagnant in our lifestyles. So we want to get up, get moving, and have some fun with it, be silly. So with this, we're only going to shake for about 3 minutes. So super short. And so as we stand up, I'm going to remain seated just for being in the camera here. But I invite you all to be standing, and we're going to sit after. And with the standing here, we just want you to ground in with the feet firstly. Ground in to the ground with the big toes, gripping them into the earth, the back of the heels, and the sides of the middle of the feet. Those 3 points, we're going to grip in to the earth. Knees are going to be slightly bent, and our eyes can be open, gazing forward, or if you want, you can have them closed as well, just to enjoy and experience that inner journey, inner adventure a little bit more. And now we're going to just, with our foundation of the feet and the knees slightly bent, we're going to just slowly start bouncing. Just bouncing on our feet, bouncing on our legs. And we're going to bring up the fingers. Just start slowly moving them, as quick or as slow as you like. You might want to start flicking the hands out a little bit, creating a little bit more pace. And whilst keeping the fingers going, you might want to start rolling the shoulders back, up and back. And keeping the breath natural throughout this. Just slow and steady breathing, effortless breathing, natural breathing. The shoulders might want to come forward a little bit now, back and forward. And now your face and jaw, just start moving it around a little bit. Like you're eating something or swallowing. Now stick out your tongue, move it around a little bit. Really moving everything. And just a little massage now of the face, of the head, jaw, the neck, chest. Just a little massage, the belly, the lower back, and the legs. Just a little pounding of the body, just to get everything alive, awake, wiring, firing, connected. Beautiful. Warmed up, ready to go. All right, so I invite you now to take a seat. Comfortable position to sit in, getting prepared for our meditation, and just reflect on how you feel after that few minutes of shaking. And also just have a little reflection on your daily energy levels as well. Do you have solid and sustaining energy in the morning, during the day, at work, in the evenings with your loved ones? And let's set an intention now. How would you like to feel with your energy? What would you like to feel? You know, every day. How do you want to wake up out of bed? How do you want your energy to be when you're at work? How do you want your energy to be when you're back home with your loved ones? Now, with setting an intention, there's a very famous saying, which is, where our focus goes, energy flows. And setting an intention reorients our focus to what we want to create and experience. So I'm all about maximizing our energy, and not only just maximizing it, sustaining it. So this breath that we're about to do, the bhastrika breath, really helps elevate our energy. And yeah, so we can have sustained energy for longer periods of time. So we don't always need the caffeine hit. We've got this natural energy. All right, so we're going to get into the breathing technique now. So hopefully everyone's seated now. The next 15 minutes or so, we're going to do a few variations of this bhastrika breath. Now, it's going to be quite energizing for our system, and we're going to create a lot of heat in our system. It's also going to make us feel a little bit lightheaded at times, because we're purifying, cleansing out the old. And with that, we're bringing in a lot more oxygen. So it creates a little bit of lightheadedness, which is natural and normal. Don't freak out. It's all good. And with that, we'll often feel a bit clearer in our mind and also a bit clearer in our body. So blood can flow more freely through us, which is a great result, energy flow. Okay, so let's begin by sitting upright. Hands are going to be in fist position, situated in the front of the shoulders here. We're going to breathe in through our nose whilst raising the arms up into the sky and opening the hands, stretching them out, reaching for the sky. Then we're going to release and empty the breath out through the nose or through the mouth. And you're going to bring the arms back into the original position in front of the shoulders. Now, we're going to do this 3 sets of 20 reps in each set. And we're going to have a 2-minute pause between sets. And in those pauses, we're going to have our eyes closed. And I just want you to notice and reflect on how the breath made you feel, what you're experiencing in your body. All right, let's begin. So beginning with the hands here, and we're going to do it. It's going to be pretty quick. So it's going to be inhaling for 1 second and then exhaling 1 second. All right, let's begin for 20. In. Halfway there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Closing down the eyes. The hands are comfortable in your lap now. Just notice how your body's feeling. Notice any sensations. No need to judge anything here or attach any meaning to anything. We're just simply observing what's happening in our mind, in our body. What's interesting is after we move ourselves into a hyper aroused state or a hyper stimulated state, which is what we just did with the breath, it's easier for us to drop into that stillness straight after. So it's all on the spectrum. And, the stillness, the calming, this is what we're going for. To have this calm yet alert state of mind. Really powerful state to be in. So just notice how that feels in the body. Keeping the eyes closed. And our breath is just going along naturally now, effortless. No forcing or controlling any of the breath. We'll be here for 15 more seconds. Okay, we're going to begin our second set now. Now with this time, you can keep your eyes open if you like, or keep them closed and notice the difference, or you can do a bit of both throughout. All right, so bringing your hands to fist again to your shoulders, and let's begin. It's going to be inhaling up through the nose, all the way up, and then exhaling, letting the breath out. Let's begin for 20. Inhale. Halfway there. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Closing down the eyes. Hands and arms come comfortably down into your lap. So they're relaxed. We'll be here for 2 minutes. Noticing the heat that's generating in your body. Noticing the energy flow moving through your body. Just connecting with how you're feeling, what you're experiencing. The breath is natural, effortless, not forcing anything. With every inhalation, we're stimulating ourselves, breathing in, bringing in new life force energy, prana. And every exhale, we're letting go of the old dysfunctional patterns of who we are, the personalities, traits that we want to let go of. So we're releasing a lot with our exhalation. So both of them are equally important. This breath powerfully does both. All right, 5 seconds in this, and then we'll move to our final set. Okay, so final set, bringing the hands in fist position again to our shoulders. And let's do our final set of 20. Let's begin. Inhale. Halfway there. Three, two, one, and release. Allowing the breath to settle into its most natural rhythm. Arms come down and relaxed, hands comfortably in the lap. And for the next 2 minutes, let's just sit in this stillness. Notice how the body feels. The whole goal of yoga is union. Union of our individuality with our universality. And when we experience this stillness, we're tapping into our universality. You know, this state of awareness. So yoga is more than just a physical practice. It's an experience. It's a state of awareness. And this state of awareness, this stillness, connects with the universal consciousness, connects with our intuitive wisdom. Just to remember who we are, what our truth is, what our purpose is. If we can calm our minds and settle the incessant chatter, the monkey mind, we can really transcend it, go beyond, experience this stillness. When we come out of it, we feel so much more energized and clear with who we are and what we're meant to do. All the answers just seem to be there naturally, effortlessly. So just sitting in this stillness for the next 20 seconds. So we'll take one collective breath in through the nose, all the way up to the top. Hold for a few seconds and slowly exhale, emptying it all out. Okay, so we're going to transition now to a variation of that bhastrika breath. So in that case, what we just did was with the arms. Now we're going to remove the arms. And we're going to try, that was 1 second in, 1 second out, 1 second in, 1 second out. This time, we're going to do a variation of the bhastrika breath, which is inhaling for 2 seconds through our nose and exhaling for 2 seconds. And the exhale is more of a emptying or a releasing, letting go of the breath rather than a forceful pushing out of the breath. And we're going to remove the arms in this variation of bhastrika. So it's just going to be inhaling through our nose, exhaling or emptying through our nose for 2 seconds each. And then we're going to do that for 2 minutes, and then we're going to sit in that stillness for 1 minute. All right, and let's begin. Inhaling for 2, out for 2. Inhaling for 2, out for 2. In for 2, out for 2. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep going with that flow. Got 30 more seconds to go. Every inhale, we're breathing in new creativity, new solutions, innovative ideas, breathing in fresh life force energy, sustaining energy. Every exhale, we're emptying, letting out the old patterns, behaviors, dysfunctional traits, letting it all go so it can be more present and create the future we want. 5 seconds. And release. Emptying it all out. Take one big inhale now through the nose, filling up the belly. Further breath up into the chest, filling up the chest. Holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Emptying out the breath. Emptying it all out. Releasing. And let's hold for 5 seconds on empty now. Nothing in the lungs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take a big inhale. And out. Allowing the breath to settle into its most natural rhythm. If you haven't already, just closing down your eyes. And just tuning in. Notice what you're feeling in your body. Notice your mind and your thoughts. Is it a little bit busier up in your mind? Or perhaps a little bit calmer and quieter? Whatever it is, there's no need to judge or attach any meaning. Just effortlessly observe. And we'll finally transition to our conclusion, which is just, you can open up the eyes now. And just noticing the energy from where you began to where you are now. And what I love about all of this is you are in control of your energy levels, right? We can't control what happens externally to us, but what we can control is how we respond. And if we're in a more centered and grounded and connected and feeling higher with our energy and aligned with our truth, we're going to be able to respond to the present moment much more creatively, much more masterfully, rather than reacting from that fight, flight, or freeze, the survival mode, part of that reptilian brain of ours. So this breath, what's amazing about it is it energizes us. But then after we do the breath, we sit in the stillness and very quickly we calm and we connect and we relax. And it's this calm alertness state, which is just such a powerful state to be in all the time. So you can do this breath when you wake up in the morning to energize yourself, or later in the afternoon when you're dipping with your energy at work, you normally reach for that afternoon espresso. Give this bhastrika breath a go, right? Play around with it, see how it goes. So I want to thank you all so much for joining us today at Round Glass. We're building a phenomenal community here, and we're so grateful to have you here. And remember, you can meditate with Round Glass live every single day. So join us anytime at round.glass and on our app. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much.